What's going on, Dragon Ball Super fans? UnrealEntGaming back once again here today to present my official review for Dragon Ball Super Episode 19, Despair Once More, Revival of the Evil Emperor Freeza, leading into Dragon Ball Super Episode 20 next week. Now, first things first, I do want to point out Jocko will return. Now, that's going to be really interesting because how is he going to explain to Goten and Trunks who Freeza is and what he's all about? Now, first things first, I do think that he will tell Goten and Trunks exactly what's going to happen with Freeza and who he actually is, because of course, one of two things may happen. He possibly may have sketched out a picture of him and, you know, pointed out to both Goten and Trunks like, hey, this is how he looks like, so stay away from him. Or maybe perhaps he's showing off that picture to Bulma or someone else, talking about how he's looking for that, you know, specific person. But needless to say, we see Goten and we see Trunks pretty much like goof around with Jocko, and I don't think Jocko's gonna be goofing around at first. He's gonna say, hey kids, I'm here for something very important, so it's best if you guys just, you know, quit the shenanigans and let me go about my business. So maybe he's looking for Freeza, maybe not. We get to see the Z fighters actually like stare someone down or stare at something, so perhaps maybe towards the ending of the next episode we will get to see Freeza finally arrive to Earth, where the battle will begin between the Z fighters and Frieza's army, including Shisami, who's going to be fighting Piccolo and Gohan and stuff like that. So the best part of all of this is the fact that we're going to get to see Goku versus Vegeta. They're finally going to be training alongside against each other now. What was really awesome to see was Goku and Vegeta were fighting off against each other, and then they collided by pretty much smashing their fists into each other, and then that created a surge of energy that left Goku shocked. Now, it also released somewhat of a little blue aura, so maybe Goku has realized something. Maybe he's realized that Vegeta does have godlike powers, but it's something that he hasn't felt before. It's something higher than what he has achieved against his fight with Beerus. So maybe he found out that Vegeta, during the 6-month duration that he's been gone and away, that Vegeta has ultimately unlocked the Super Saiyan God power naturally, and perhaps maybe that surge of energy has gotten into Goku, so maybe now he's able to tap into it, or maybe perhaps, you know, Goku asks him, he's like, hey Vegeta, like, how did you unlock that power naturally without having to perform the ritual? So Episode 19, guys, was chock full of build-up with Freeza. Pretty much Shisami and, you know, Togmoa, their ship is in ruins. It's in smoke. It's like floating around. They want to rebuild the Freeza army, the Freeza Empire, and they want to rule about 70% of the universe. Now, the question here is what lies beyond that 30%? What is that 30% that can't be touched? Because why would they only want to rule 70% when they can rule 100%? Do they know about Beerus? That's why they're trying to avoid that sector of the universe? Or is there someone else in charge? Is there someone else out there owning 30% of the universe? Who knows? I mean, anything could be lying out there that we don't even know about just entirely yet. Or maybe, of course, it's just a mistranslation. Maybe they mean something else. That going back to Frieza having to reach a power level of over 3 million. Of course, power levels mean nothing, especially in the world of Dragon Ball. But episode 19, guys, again, we get to see Frieza being put back together. We get to see Emperor Pilaf and his crew wish for, you know, 1,000,000 Zenny. We get to see all that nice stuff happen. So it was an entire recap of Resurrection F, and again, the best scenes for me was being able to watch Goku and Vegeta get bitched out again by Whis, and Whis being able to, you know, pretty much hold him off with 2 fingers while they're both, you know, just charging at him, attacking at, you know, full power essentially, because they're gunning at him, but they can't land a single attack. Even Vegeta, when he was fighting Whis solo, Whis told him, like, you're so tense. Why are you always so tense? Like, you're always trying to keep up with Goku. You're always trying to be one step ahead of Goku, but you manage to fall back in your flaws. Like, you can't keep doing that because you're only holding yourself back. You're always too tense. You have to loosen up and just allow your body to just flow with the motion of fighting. So, of course, the exact same reference that, you know, he mentioned in Resurrection F, telling Vegeta that he's tense, that he's overly thinking too much, and he needs to let his body just move quicker. And of course, he punches Goku in the rib, and Goku goes down really fast. I'm pretty sure Beerus is going to make an appearance, possibly in the next episode, or maybe the episode after the next one, as he wakes up and he wonders what's going on, because we get to see Goku and Vegeta, again, doing chores, pretty much being humbled by Whis, which is pretty cool, because when was the last time Goku and Vegeta were ever humbled by anyone? So Whis is pretty much the first person ever to humble 2 of the most powerful characters, in my opinion, because now they're not only abiding by what Whis is saying, but they're actually listening to him and just being Whis and Beerus' servants, and in exchange, they're getting godlike training, and that's exactly how Vegeta became so strong. He was washing dishes, and he was helped changing Beerus' clothes and all of his dirty laundry and stuff, and in exchange, Whis taught him the Super Saiyan God ability. Maybe Whis knows something that the Kais don't know. Maybe Whis knows something that no other being knows. Again, we don't know too much about Whis, which I really hope changes in the future. So perhaps maybe Whis is able to unlock your Super Saiyan God powers naturally. I mean, how cool would that be, right? How cool would it be if Whis knows how to unlock that power for you, and he pretty much allows you to, you know, have your potential unlocked, similar to how the Elder Kai unlocked Gohan's ultimate potential. So that's really cool to know. Now, here's the question for me, at least. I wonder what happens with Majin Buu. I really wonder if Majin Buu ever finds out that Frieza arrived, or maybe Beerus is back, because remember, they did have an ultimate beef and they fought, and Beerus kicked his ass during Dragon Ball Super. So I really wonder if Majin Buu is ever going to have any relevance here, or possibly Gohan, or even Goten and Trunks, if they're ever going to emerge, you know, as they get older, more powerful than how they were when they were kids. But needless to say, everything will be answered in the next episode. So once again, guys, thank you all for watching. If you guys are Dragon Ball fans, Dragon Ball Super fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest news, information, and updates. If you guys enjoy the review, if you guys are loving Dragon Ball Super thus far, if you guys are Dragon Ball fans in general, smash that like button with the power of 1,000 Super Saiyan Gods. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below on how you guys think pretty much Goku and Vegeta are going to interact, how Vegeta becomes a god, and how powerful Golden Frieza is going to be as, you know, Dragon Ball Super progresses. If you guys think Golden Frieza is going to be more powerful than Beerus, and your overall thoughts on Jocko talking to Goten and Trunks, let me know down below, guys. Once again, thank you all for watching. Tune in for more. May the Kais be alongside you, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.